Both should be up. And, yep. Okay, we pause this, play. It's live. See how much of a delay there is. Okay. And let's see who sees that first. Yep. Yeah, YouTube's got less of a delay. Okay, I'm gonna send out the tweet. I think this should be people's sub boxes this time around. I had the video listed under unlisted last time, and that may have affected it showing up in sub boxes. So that might have been why there wasn't so many YouTube people showed up last time. But I'm gonna start this in just a second. Hold on. Okay, I think we should be good. Okie dokie. I'm gonna start it up. Where did we leave off here? Let's see here, I think we realized that J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons, or the crazy dude may or may not have been the murderer, and he split, and we don't know where he is. Oh, good. Sad music to start. What was Mr. Hedgeworth talking about? Oh, yeah. Because he was having, like, nightmares about a murder or something like that? Memories of a murder? Not good, not good. Hello, Christoph. A memory of a crime I committed. A memory of murder. Edgy. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Yeah, he murdered Keith. Keith! Run the noodle shop for me! Keith! Edgeworth, you bastard! I don't believe it. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Oh. Larry here again. Yo, how's everybody doing? What'd you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh. Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like a love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Okay. Let's see if this stuff says the same thing. It's cleaning day again. It's been cleaning day every day for the... Yep. It has been cleaning day every single fucking day. Let's see here. Your noodle shop is over. Long live samurai dogs. Keith heard before his death. Guaranteed lore. The lore is deep. Alright, let's present him with the badge. Take that. Woohoo! I was hot out there. Hot! Glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edwards would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha! But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just the guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. Oh my god. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Oh boy. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edwards so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. When we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. Oh jeez, we're starting this off. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? Wow, no music. It's intense. I think we were watching the anime, me and Sapphire, and we couldn't remember this part of the game, but it's definitely in the game. You remember Larry? Spring, 4th grade? A kid in my class got his lunch money stolen? Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. I mean, it's his inspiration. I don't know how I forgot it. I did play this game, like 8 years ago, so there's that. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? $38, I'm wondering if that's a translation thing, or if they were talking about... They said, like, lunch money for the month. So, like, 5 days a week. 4 weeks. So, like, okay, 20 days divided by 38? I mean, that's close to $2. Wait, no, 38 divided by 20. Yeah, 1.9, that's it. Almost $2 a day? That's cheap lunch, if you think about it. But it depends on what they're eating. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Yeah, I do not remember this scene at all, but yeah, they definitely recreated this pretty faithfully in the anime, though. I do recommend it. Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Thief! Give me my money back! You're such a meanie! No one's played. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not going to play with you anymore. Yeah, and you're not borrowing my eraser. Shouldn't be allowed in the relay race. The committee. Give me back the 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob that bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. The animation gets better after the first few episodes. I'll say. Yeah, it's it just ended the last case in Justice for All, actually. So they're about to start on the third game. So at the time of recording this, 25th of September, they have aired all the way through the first and second games. All the cases from those games, anyway. Oof. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. I'm sure the third one will get the biggest views. The third one? Like the third... Like the third game in the anime, or... or the third game, me streaming it, getting views? I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Yeah, the third, like, season because of the game. Yeah, hopefully, because it's good, and a visual novel is like the perfect game to adapt into an anime, because it's just story. And there's humor, there's tense moments, it's all very good. I like it. There's some people who like to point out the minor, animation flaws later on in the series. Admittedly, like, very early on, there was this running animation that happens during the opening, and it's so fucking janky. But they fixed it. And then the animation picked up after that, and, I mean, it's good as far as, like, anime is concerned. It's not, like... It's not fucking One Punch Man or anything by Studio Trigger, but it's still, decent. And it's all about the story, really. Go to Phoenix Wright or games for the animation or the quote-unquote gameplay. It's all about the story and the characters. Anyway. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's what had happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs! Miles? Ha! Ha! It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? There's Larry. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Mainly because people like the third game the best. I honestly... I'd have to see, like... Give me a second. Sorry, hold on. Honestly, all the games kind of meld together for me, so I have trouble remembering what exactly took place when. But I do remember enjoying it. I wouldn't say that I enjoyed it more or less than the first two games, but they're all good. Like, I had to look up pictures of characters that were in the game. I'm like, oh, I think I remember that pretty well. But not much other than that. Like, I remember the characters, like their faces and their reactions, but not really what happened. And that goes for, like, the first two games, honestly. I didn't remember really what happened until I caught up with the anime just recently. Very well, I will replace the money myself. Wow, the teacher's having to pony up the dough there. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us always were friends. We're always friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well... I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? Well, in an overall story, I have to give credit to the third. Still the best to connect a lot of cases. Still love the second the most because it's... just because of its themes behind the cases. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. When something smells, it's usually the butts. We all know what happened to Edgeworth's lunch money. Well, I guess we don't all know. But Larry accidentally took it. Before school that day. I say accidentally took it. He found it on the ground. After Edgeworth dropped it. Somehow. Anyway, Edgeworth and I had talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to be the next Hokage, believe it. I mean, defense attorney, just like my dad. A famous defense attorney. Well, then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Did he really drop it? Yeah, that was in the anime. They actually went pretty in depth on this whole backstory. There's an entire episode devoted to it. Like, stuff that doesn't even show up here. Shit that happened. Like, a lot of childhood stuff that happened. I think a couple episodes were devoted to it. It doesn't seem like it's wasted time either, or filler type thing. I liked being filled in, honestly. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. Because I remember Larry took it, but that just never was explained in the game. Yeah, like there was some sort of, because if it's not explained in the game, I might as well explain it. There's like some cat that Larry found. Some stray cat. And he found the money on the ground, and he spent the money on cat food. Or little cat treats or whatever. And, or maybe it was a dog? I don't know, I think it was like a puppy or a kitty or something like that. Very small animal. And they bought treats for it. No, it was a cat. Because they were little fish-shaped treats. Yeah, and then Edward shows up to school, and I think he realized at the time whose money it was, but he forgot as an adult that it was him that actually took it. No! Because he did remember, and he admits it at some point. He's like, yeah, I owe you this, Edgeworth. He's like, what? $38? What is this? He's like, don't worry about it, I just owe you. And he actually gives back his money as an adult. And there's a whole, like, story about Edgeworth's dad dying, and Von Karma adopting him. That didn't happen in the game yet here. Several days later, when I heard Edward's name again, there's an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Like, yeah, there was none of that in the game. It was just said that Larry turned out to be the one to take it. Yeah. But they definitely went into it. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought, too. Go. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. Gay? So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First there's that Rimmel boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, just... I'm not sure what he tossed out. Actually, I didn't get a close look. Okay, yeah, he's not. He's still... He looked kind of serious and he'd be willing to look at things, but not now. Okay. I guess we'll go here. Okay, yeah. Edgeworth. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. The lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 4th grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but... I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Oh, hold up. Good, Sorry. I'm not sure I can help you with that. Okay, yeah, okay. Don't get sassy about it. Why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? Couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, that man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi, the king of games. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yanni Yogi. Yogi was released. Now it sounds like fucking Yogi Bear when they just use the last name. Was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. And I guess, like, his adopted father. Like, he lived with, what's-her-face, Von Karma. Oh god, I forgot her name. Shit. May is the Japanese name. Crap! Franziska. Before you say it in chat, I just... Franziska Von Karma. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh will impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time for praise of the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. Love how they handled the backstory of this case in the movie. There's a movie? I guess I'm ignorant of this. I don't know what you're talking about. Unless you're joking around about, like, some Yu-Gi-Oh movie. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I admit. No kidding. Okay. Japan only. Well, I mean, that's not any different from the anime, I suppose. What did the movie go over? Exactly. Oof. Hey, pal! Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Well, enthusiastic. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Noah can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lana was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lana's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. It's time for good. Okay. Ah, I see. Because it goes over this case. Alrighty, Okay, I was like, it wasn't listing them in order here. I was thinking, I've been there. Huh, the steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work. We'll get moving to the rental shop, see what's going on there. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Aha! Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Okay, thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Yeah, what was he doing here? Oh shit, Grossberger. Miso ramen. Burger. The bird's still here. The parrot. Nobody's home. Oh yeah, I forgot he did have connections. Derp. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Time to look around. Lockbox. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Rock. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick. Let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain, this letter is an amazing clue. Duh. Got some sirens going on in the background. They know! They know! Polly! Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. I think that's... I don't think there's anything else here. I don't think. Bird nap here. You mean, yeah, they're not kids. The only place that would make sense if it was a... if it was a goat. Because the baby goat is called a kid. Keyboard too hard. Fecker? I hardly know her, Christoph. He said bird nap here instead of bird nap her. And he said feck her. Oh, asterisk. But it just looks like fecker. Let's see here. Detention center. Maybe we can talk to Edgeworth. Take that! This thing. Take that. Edgeworth. See this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. I mean, you don't need to know her, CHRONO. I guess you're right. Sapphire's not gonna like that. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's your time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Oh shit, keep it between us as it goes up on YouTube. The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Okay. Hello, Jacob. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator 15 years ago. Seizure warning. You can censor that after that. Not if I just upload from Twitch. I'd have to go jump through some hoops and I'd rather not. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Everyone's doing good. Fuck it, I'll risk her hearing that. I've been streaming for like half an hour, a little bit more. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. I guess he did go crazy. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. Yeah, gonna recap this. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Yeah, that one. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing, in the dark. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet! I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Yep, we just heard that. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Ah, what? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. Ugh. With that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But That's just a dream, right? Right? Thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shout out memories in self-defense. Shut out memories. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it this way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. Alright, let's go talk to Grossberger. Yeah, shout out. Like I assumed. After I read it. Hey, shout out to my nightmares, you guys. Big shout out. Mr. Grossberg! Hello there, what's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding, I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... Crying. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Look up Nicolas Cage crying. It's the... I'm actually going to look this up right now because this is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Oh yeah. If I can show this. Window capture? No, it has trouble capturing, Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna link it in chat here. I'll let y'all listen to it. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! It's amazing. Fucking Nicolas Cage. He's an actor. He gets paid to act. We need that to replace the objection noise. Oh my god. So next time objection pops up, I'll do boo-hoo. Or like the judge's gavel. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm? Well... Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No! I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Even still, he was a child at the time. Throwing a gun doesn't really constitute as murder. Even if that was the case. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I've been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yana Yogi. Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. A spooky lie! A spoop! Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. I like how ghosts are like actual evidence, like in this game. To speak for me. Hello, Zachary. Oi! To spook. I need to play Ghost Trick. It's by the same people, right? I haven't played it before either, so it'd be completely new to me. Okay. Present. Oh, he already knows. He gave us the information. There's nothing else we can get from this man. Move along. Move along. I don't think back to the office. Or I guess we have to. Because there was other stuff. 1 day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. I know about the facts regarding DL6. Totally forgot that Grossberg tells you though. Yeah, because I guess he was involved with the case to the point where he was blackmailed for it in a previous case. Remember, Missile is in there as a Pomeranian. Yeah, I mean, I saw like maybe 1 minute of gameplay, I think, when Shoji played it, but other than that, really nothing. We haven't been here yet. Here we go. From what I remember, you're going around and you're like the only thing I think I know about it is you're going around and you're possessing different items, and it's almost like a puzzle game. Like I think I remember like a junkyard, and you're like possessing different items, and you eventually take control of like this crane that can pick up something to move something out of the way or something like that. Like you're a ghost and you're doing this stuff. But that's my only thoughts or memories of that game. I know nothing about it other than that. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Yeah, solving things to recreate the scenario or to prevent murders. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching me with the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay, well... Detentions? You've been to all these places. Is there anything else I can get to from here? Did I not see anything? Happy music. I don't think there's anything else at the lake. No, honestly, I don't think there's anything here, too. In fact, did I say everything to Grossberg? Yep. I mean, I guess I could present the... I didn't do this before, but, I mean, I'm going to do this now. Because we told them. The reason we brought this up is because of the letter, so I don't think... I guess this is something we have to do. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter. When he killed Hammond... Why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Oh shit! That's kind of weird that you know somebody's handwriting, but go on. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? I mean, okay. Like, I had this suspicion earlier, it was like perfectly, like, perfect, precise handwriting. But in the context of the game right here, you get these three choices, like, get revenge on Miles Edgeworth, Yana Yogi, which is, it's addressed to him. The obvious answer is the one that it's not those two. But what's his line of logic for thinking that? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Exactly! Why? Why does that come to mind, Phoenix? Well, I'm not sure. What the fuck is this? Is this some Deus Ex Machina bullshit? Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. Okay, this is actually bothering me. Why was that a choice that came up? What was the thought process for Phoenix to even say that name other than it being on the screen for me to choose? Other than the fourth wall shit. Which this game does not acknowledge anything like that. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? Like, if Grossberg had just remembered it, like on his own, without Phoenix going like, could it have been Von Karma? I know, okay. Forget it, let's move on. I mean, that's a big detail to find somebody else to implicate in this. Out of nowhere. But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... correct, Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Exactly, Phoenix. Why? Why would you think that and suggest that earlier? Was it just the first name that came to mind and you decided to blurt it out? Honestly. Okay, that's actually going to bother me now. I'm sorry. Phoenix is the true messiah. He knows everything. He can't be stopped. He, like, unintentionally knows everything there is to know. It's like, oh, could it be this? It's like, actually, yeah. How the fuck? How did you know? Can we present this to him? And maybe... Yeah. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of this... Okay, well, we already know this. Oh god, is it gonna go... Okay, skipping. Oi. Oh, please no. Don't click it again. Okay, it's not here. Nothing here still. Cord Lake, maybe? The beach. The rental shop. Was there anything else in here, maybe? Examine the bird. Maybe I should take it. Oh, god damn it. No, we've already examined the bird. I'm at a loss. Damn. This was always, kind of a pain. Finding out where to go next, kind of. Because it's very dependent on, what the game wants you to do next. Because people will pop up places that you had previously went to. Okay, nothing here still. Is there anything else I could talk to Grossberg about? Oh, a new thing. I didn't... Okay, yeah. That's stupid. I should have gone to talk. Okay. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. And I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. See, that's something that differs in the anime. Because in the anime they said that Von Karma only ever took one day off ever in his career, and it was after the death of Gregory Edgeworth. One day. So that's a very big difference. Vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe! You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Yeah, they said in the anime they said it was different. It was like, it's like, I don't know if the accusing of faulty evidence was part of it, but it was like he took a vacation because he was upset about him dying, is what the thing was. Like, his death must have really gotten to him because he took one day off. That was his only day off ever. So the game differs from the anime in this little bit right here. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials, Was that a clue to go to the police place? No? Is that the reason it's even still on there since Gumshoe isn't around? Oh, we'll get something. Hardly anyone here. Everyone wants to be out looking for that old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. Whoa! Easy there. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. He can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry! Oh boy. Hang on just a sec. Okay. Let's go to the records room. This should be a good time. December 27th. Oh boy. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had a lot of time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Well, let's just look at the glaring thing here. Boop. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek! Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edwards' defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edward's mentor. Oh boy, let's start talking to him, I suppose. Mr. Edgeworth was your student, right? A romanticist who could never shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. Huh. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Oh, well. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt? His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Well, let's just lay all our cards out on the table. This probably isn't a bad idea. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yana Yogi to commit murder. Yana Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. Oh! Oh! Oh no! So you admit it! You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter! Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Oh boy. Maya! Out of my way. Ah! Von Karma, put that down, mate. Great. Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't a bad idea. Phoenix, you're dumb. You're dumb. Why did you do the thing I told you to do? He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Uh-oh. Fucking rip. Game over. Maya, open your eyes! I sprite at it. Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woke up at all. Wow. Wow! Maya! Grr! There has to be a way I can help her. Grr. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Well, I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Hello, Mood. Oh, wow. Got to this bit. That only took an hour? Yeah, these investigations and trials are about an hour long apiece. Uh-oh. Thank you, game, for not freezing. Completely. Good save state, though. Maybe I shouldn't save state while it's saving. That's probably a bad idea. How about another time? Wow, there we go. Oh, also, hang on. Just a second. Because we're on day 4 trial now, instead of day 3 investigation. So let me just change that real quick here. Just real quick here. I think we got Jar Jar. He's a better character than we've ever had. And change this one over here. Boom. Okay. Sucks I have to do it on both of those. Trial hype. Okay. Okay. This is it. Judgment Day. That Terminator movie. Terminator 2. Today, things are going to be settled at last. A lot of things. Wah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyway, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. I guess she gave him a static shock. Hashtag trial hype. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, pal! Gumshoe. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yoki says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Well, Accept my defense if you want to live. Hey, G Willikers. On YouTube. YouTube Hype here. Also, Christoph, if you don't... And Christoph and Moon, if you don't know, I'm talking to some other people in the YouTube chat as well. So if it seems like I'm talking to nobody, I'm not crazy. And vice versa. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. He said it. Right, very well. Oh yeah, I'm rocking the Twitch squad, the best squad. How you doing? Wait, you're on Twitch? Yeah, I'm doing Twitch and YouTube at the same time. People have trouble with Twitch, and they can't adjust the quality, so I'm streaming on YouTube at the same time, because more people, more options, especially if one decides to shit out. Twitch isn't always perfect, YouTube isn't always perfect, so it's good to have a fallback. Anyway. We've reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence every little thing he says. Twitch squad. I think you mean YouTube's best squad. Ooh, too lazy to get Twitch app. That too. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine it as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Hashtag Twitch squad. Fucking right, bud. Hashtag Tube squad. Y'all both fucking made hashtag whatever squad things at the same exact time. Oh my god. Hashtag Twitch squad and hashtag Tube squad. Like they popped up almost simultaneously. Independent of one another, I might add. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he's currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Objection! I mean, boo! 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 Oh yeah, burp time. OG squad squad. Hashtag OG squad squad. The witness, all these hashtags that will never trend. The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Why I left court. I'm really sorry, just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. They'll trend. Why not stream to live stream and I can join the OG live stream squad? Lol. We can make them trend. Oh god. Live stream... I don't know. I haven't streamed a live stream in a while. I think it just doesn't... I don't use Procaster anymore. I'm sure I could do OBS with live stream, but I honestly don't see it anywhere near as good as Twitch or YouTube for that matter. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. The King of Games! I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. Now I'm thinking of him like with Yugi's, Yami Yugi's voice. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. The second to last split fest should have been Twitch versus YouTube. Nah, the layout is doo-doo. YouTube and Twitch just work better. Yeah, Twitch works good for the most part, other than me needing to pay monthly subscription for my viewers to adjust the quality of the video. That's a little bit doo-doo right there. YouTube, you can adjust quality, and it has less of a delay. It does. It has like a 5 to 10 second head start on Twitch, even though I started Twitch's stream first. So we can't say that that's the issue. How could I say you had no motive? Or how can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Objection!
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge, it's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. We just have to believe. We must believe in the power of friendship. The power of hashtag Tube Squad will prevail. First things first, I have to prove this man is who he is. Do that and the motive will prove itself. I'm really sorry about... Ah, fuck you. What do I have here that could prove... I don't think I read this. Hold on. Depleted time, no clues found on the scene. Trapped in the elevator, one bullet found in heart. Murder weapon fired twice. Court bailiff trapped with memory loss. He lost it after his arrest. Fiance Polly Jenkins. Polly Jenkins commits suicide. Fiance Yamayugi. Fiance Polly, the parrot. Rah! Oh yeah, I think we got something here. How to connect it. Hashtag Twitch Squad must live on, because glory lasts forever. Burp, burp, burp. See, CHRONO, it's trending already, you fucking hater. It is not. I don't even know how to check trending shit. I have my trending stuff set to Japanese stuff, so I don't have to actually read stupid-ass trends. It's just fucking moon speak on the side. Let's see. Went to buy some food for Polly, see? Really now? Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see.
Objection!
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Japanese stuff. Okay, it's all in fucking what you call it, the kanji, so I can't like read it. It's better than seeing like hashtag fucking twerk on the side or some bullshit celebrity nonsense that's going on. I really prefer not understanding what's in the trending hashtags. I suggest it. Go to Twitter and change the hashtag, like the language for the trending stuff to a language you don't understand, and like all the shit gets filtered out because you don't instantly understand it. Don't have anything to do with this incident anyhow, You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Hashtag twerk, hashtag Twitch Squad, hashtag is better, hashtag glory lasts forever, hashtag twerk tube squad, ay. Fucking hell. Hashtag purple carrot juice shipping. Is that like an actual hashtag down there right now? Because I wouldn't doubt something weird like that. Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
Objection!
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then sure the show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. Huh. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. Please continue? Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? No, it's a dumb crack ship for Pikmin. I made a name for her. I see. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Okay, I'm doing a save state here. Give me a second. Gregory Edgeworth, here we go. Wait, no. Yes. We'll start with Edgeworth. His name is Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, all of us here remember what Gregory Edgeworth looked like. And he looked nothing like this, believe me. Wow, that's pretty harsh, Your Honor. I'm gonna have to penalize you for your wild claim. Okay, Robert Hammond. His name is Robert Hammond. Mr. Wright, Robert Hammond is the name of the victim in this case. Generally the victim in a murder case is no longer living. That's true. Please try again. Okay, we'll go with Yana Yogi. Just got serious. His name is Yana Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yana Yogi! From the DL6 incident. I thought the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. What does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yana Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. This shit's gonna hit the fan. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. I'm gonna call it. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yana Yogi? It's okay, it's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yana Yogi's 15 years ago. I think he was wearing gloves from what we've seen of him so far. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Was this Men in Black? Fucking burned his fucking hand. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. Blood tests. Hair sample. Serum sample. What will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened, I know everything! I just can't prove it! But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not gonna... Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On his proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot! Rabble! 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 Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce! I object! Objection? Wait a second. Boo-hoo! You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Mr. Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested! Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yeah? For sure. Aw, shit, son. The parrot coming in. Parrot time! Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma has rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot! She's my last chance! At least, I think so. Oh god. I need to take, like, screen caps of each of these moments. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Oh god. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem, very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? Hello, hello. Oh boy. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Hashtag cross-examine burb. This case gets so dumb. The parrot just flies away. They probably clipped its wings. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? We have a couple things we could throw at him. Her. Hello, Rock. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Press. Hello. What do you mean? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Have we forgotten something? What's the safe number? What's your name? What's your name? Sure, we'll start with this. Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly! Rah! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Actually, yes it does. What's your name? Objection! What do you mean by hello, you criminal? The death penalty! Guilty! Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor? The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... nope. This. Bada bing, Polly Jenkins commits suicide. Fiance. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bow. There you go. The Deal 6 case file?
Objection.
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us this page. I have to narrow it down instead of just throwing a random thing. Oh shit. Which... It doesn't say page 3. What is page 3? Suspect data. Okay. Bada bing. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yana Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible.
Objection.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Oh shit! I had a dog named Phoenix. Rip in peace, Phoenix. She was a good dog. Australian Shepherd. Really good dog. That's... I know he's making a reference to Phoenix Wright, but I actually had a dog, and her name was Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old! Indeed. Wait a minute. Who is his granddaughter? Because I know Francisca is his daughter? Does that mean that she has a kid? Rest in peace, Phoenix, yes. It's very sad. She was a good dog. She had a long life, though. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more, if we can just find one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Huh. Very well, witness. You may continue. Oh, shit. Wait. ... I'm gonna press the ellipses. Hold it! What do you mean? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Okay, first thing. Press. Cookies a Chewini along with Badger and Hoodie. I have no idea what that means. Skip through this. Let's see. Have we forgotten something? Remember, 2 days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something?
What? Don't forget DL6. Rock.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello, Rock.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot? Something we forgot. Hello,
Rock.
Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Oh boy. Let's get a little bit more here. Safe number. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? Safe? Why? Let's just try it to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack?
1228.
My, what a reckless parrot! Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. Chihuahua Dashin Chewini. I just don't know who Cookie is, I guess. I didn't know that was a combination name either. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof! What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Oh boy. Nope. Not that. This thing. That right there. 1228. Bada bing. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright? Where in this case file does it say something related to the safe number? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date on which DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on the safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. She's a doggo. That's one of her nicknames. Let's see here. This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Everybody steal Von Karma's money. Go. Do it now. Do it now before he realizes what he's done. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. BRB, stealing. I know Phoenix, Arizona. Does that count? Witness. Tell us your name.
Objection.
Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Whoa! Totally different guy.
I've accomplished what I've wanted to. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different! It's like he transformed into a completely different person with some Millennium item or something. This is the real Yugi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Oh, that's Phoenix talking. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yami Yugi. 15 years ago, I was a pharaoh. Okay, again, whatever. I served as a bailiff in this very court. Rabble! Rabble! Order, order! Yana Yogi! So it was you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a minute. One moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? I'm getting a little... Shit, I didn't read that out loud. Hold on, let me look at the stream. Anyway, I admit it. Crap. I didn't know it was going to auto-do that. I was taking a drink. Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Okay. Pretty self-explanatory there. Under arrest, Your Honor. Von Karma was Mr. Yogi under arrest. Okay. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. So the movie has a flashback when he went back and was released from everything, and it shows him walking back to his house. But everything is like ruined around this house. Everyone still thinks he did it, and posters and graffitied his house, and all that shows that he really did lose everything, and the scene shows his wife hanging from a rope. Wow. When he walks to the door, it's something the game didn't take the time to detail, but the movie did. Yeah, the anime didn't go through that either, so the movie actually calling attention to his Yogi's past. Cool to go into that detail. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yeah, confetti from nowhere, yay! Pop the confetti! Woo! Rabble! That is all. The court is adjourned. Objection! Oh boy. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Yes, fucking edgy boy is not guilty. Not guilty. Hashtag Twitch is better. I object to your judgment. Well, what do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Johnny Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was a murderer in DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. I get it. Uh-oh. What do I do? Leave it to Edgeworth, I guess. I don't think it matters here. No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere. Nick, are you sure? There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem now. Uh-oh. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Johnny Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for the DL6. For DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Rabble! Rabble, rabble! Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. Wow, that's a little long and hard. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Oh boy. Oh, Edgeworth didn't want to make this easy. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Well. December 28th, yep. 2:30. Getting later in the day. Then I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. Why not loosen my belt? The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the start. Very beginning, didn't you? I'm going to assume you beat this already. Yeah, I beat this like 7 years ago, and I watched the anime kind of recently, so I know what happens right here, yeah. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. You probably missed the burb. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your own father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. That's a problem because the commentary is worth it. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of the That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later there was a single gunshot and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Here we go. Time to prove guy claiming to be guilty innocent. This doesn't happen ever. Sorry, I was checking Twitter real quick. Okay, as we went to leave earthquake shark. No. A single gunshot and a scream. Let me just see something real quick. Fired twice right here. Still bears clear ballistic markings. It's interesting. I'm going to present this, though, I think, here. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. But that doesn't make any sense. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. Objection! You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles' testimony? I think it's in the victim data. I have to be sure. I don't want to lose life here. Yeah, there we go. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Spiky-headed lawyer saves gay lawyer from going to jail. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot?
Objection!
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had something to do with the case? Oh. I mean... oh shit, let me look at some stuff here. Yeah, this bullet hole in the glass right here. I need to get this game still. Beat this game a year ago, the Tri Collection, or the Trilogy. Everything's been going smoothly due to me finishing up DD a couple days ago, and SOJ comes out. Lucky me. Yeah, I wish I could stream the 3DS games. I'm planning on going through all of these though, all the ones on DS. I'm going to present this photo if I can here. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you the proof. What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Right there. Here we go again. Look at this photograph! There's a dead guy and a bullet in the glass. It's a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying here is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the same time at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Right there. Wow, I can barely drag it over there. That should be obvious. The contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. And we have Gavin? Good old Nickelback, right? Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. I'm just going to look at this now. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at time of incident. No clues found on the scene. No clues found on the scene. The case summary? That's on page 1. Look what's written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. There's undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Are you kidding? Oh my, where's Apollo? I'll be honest, haven't played Dual Destinies yet. I haven't played that either. Like I said, I haven't played either of the 3DS games. I wish I could stream them.
and then I'd fucking play him for sure. Order. I will have order.
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought that there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Yeah, you're in the game.
I have a 3DS. I could play it. I'm just... Honestly, I've been playing a lot of other stuff. I feel like it's sad. I feel like I can't play a game unless I'm able to stream it, because, I don't know. It's a bad habit. Because any time I do play a game off stream, I, like, don't stream for weeks. And I feel terrible that I'm not, like, doing something else. Yeah, I have a normal 3DS and I have a 3DS XL. Well, I have actually... God, I have I have a 3DS, a 3DS XL, and then a new 3DS XL. So I could definitely use one of those to get a capture card installed. I just don't... The one person, or the one place I've known that you can get that done, he just hasn't done it in years. So, I mean, I don't know what to do with that. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Also, it would cost hundreds of dollars to get it installed, even if the guy was still doing it. And money isn't exactly a commodity I have at the moment. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Nudge, nudge, Patreon griller. Yeah, I'll try and set that up. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's confessing. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? Oh yeah. I have an objection. Your Honor? I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick. I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Grah! It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. Who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet? Why would he? Huh? First of all, how would he have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer didn't need it, or the murderer had to find it. The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but that's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer himself was shot? And he left with the second bullet still inside? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yana Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. Uh-oh. My bad, had to do something. Welcome back. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. And discharges the bullet. Uh-oh, the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. Who is that? The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. Objection! What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Uh-huh. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yeah, it's an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it can only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Karma did it! Should I come out and say it now? Oh shit, this whole thing. I mean, save it for a better time? Oh... No, fuck. Say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? Uh-oh. Oh boy. You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? Sitting right there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Come out of the closet, Phoenix. Please come out. Well, maybe it was just... Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out by yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Oh, I think we can. Never trust people with Von in their name. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use the evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Rabble! 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 Order! Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Objection! Oh boy. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Objection! Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Objection! The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Well, enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Well, I'm going to stream, but you guys are cool. I'll be back the next time we stream. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Yamchaz. Beep, beep, beep! It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Bye, Gavin, Mood, Chrono. Later. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Wright. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Oh boy, here we go. Right here. Still bears clear ballistic markings. Just test this against the bullet in the shoulder. That's... a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used for the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. Quite. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Whoa! That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know! Help, I can't breathe. Quiet! I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Air! Get away! Get away from my father! Bang! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! Oh Lord. I know it might be a bad time, but hashtags Twitch Squad! 15 years earlier. Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I've ever known. Me, penalized! It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black, the lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button and nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain on my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all laying unconscious from the oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring it into this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. Carmen banging his head is kind of like me when I try to hit 100% Sonic Adventure 2 battle. Oh Lord, gotta get all those emblems. Gotta get emblems fast. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! We have more confetti, guys! We have 2 sets of confetti for just this such occasion. That is all. The court is adjourned. But for me, is an internal. Inside the head melon. I recommend you use your hands, Moon, not your head. You just banging your head on the controller trying to 100% Sonic Adventure 2. Oh Lord. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time, myself. And now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Dear. Whoo! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Oh God. Woo! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. It's a figure of speech. There it is. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that a hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kiance. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind. Paris, Texas? That's not so bad. Assuming that this game is pretending to take place in America. I know it's France. Larry. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Oh. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts! You came along tonight, too. You come along tonight, too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick! That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not like a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? Butts is like me sometimes, lol. $38! No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. He came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Heh. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, Wright? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you did. Well, I'd call you a goody two-shoes to the extreme. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! Death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I had known I'd become a prosecutor! Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Same Harry, same. Larry Butts. Fucking Gumshoe keeps calling him Harry Butts. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Do we get a cool photo to look at? Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Although Edgeworth was still in detention. What? Sucks. He was proven innocent. Get out of there. Oh, we're getting close to New Year's here. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? Ah, the first trains leave for the mountains have already left. To the station. Hey, new scenery. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick? Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Hold it! Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. Maya, you'll be in the next game anyway. Detective Gumshoe helped, yeah. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Okay. I'm save stating right now. Just because... Okay, I know to show her the bullet. Oops. Right there. I know to show her the bullet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, what happened? Is the game frozen? I think the game might be frozen here. Well, I guess it's a good thing I save stated. Or not? What happened here? Is it frozen? Okay. Hold on for just a second. Because, that... Okay. I hope I didn't save state in a glitched position here. This would be absolutely garbage if that's what happened here. Oy. If I was to continue, where is it going to continue from? Oh no, not here. Right here. Okay, cool. Okay, thank God. The save state was good. Okay, I know to show her the bullet, but I'm going to show her the parrot. Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand. Uh-oh! Now that I think about it, I don't understand this evidence either. It's okay. You don't have to try and cheer me up. But one day I'll come back and be useful, I promise. Okay, we're not dealing with that. Let's actually show her that she was useful. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, bye. Bye. Oh. Thanks, Nick. Bye, Maya. See you next game. Yeah. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Objection! I guess that's technically the end of this game, but at the same time, there's one more case. It doesn't include Maya, but... Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like when he was embarrassed. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Oh boy. Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Uh-huh. Phoenix, right? Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes, me his understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Didn't close that, He did never get his, painting back. Phoenix, right? He an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Oh boy, I can't read all that. If you're on YouTube, you can pause it if you want, but goddamn, that was a little quicker than it usually is. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Oh, Will Powers. At a publicity department. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at, anyway? Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Oh, Lord. Wow. Vicious. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know the picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real? Now that's talent. I want to be famous. Pink Princess, yeah. It was like some spiritual successor to Steel Samurai that the creepy weeaboo director got when he saw Maya. Oh, wow. He did get a picture of the ghost. Victory! Where'd you get that sign? Pink Princess hype? Hold it! Uh-oh. The game pulled one over on us! A brand new episode has been added. If I remember correctly, this one's longer than every single other one, too. And this has the same gameplay mechanics as the next game as well. Actually, no. It has... Oh... It is gameplay mechanics that end up in the Apollo Justice series. The forensic investigating stuff. Like, you can turn stuff over and look at it in a 3D space. And it has a character that makes an appearance in the Apollo Justice game. So this last case of this game definitely connected more to Apollo Justice than I think anything else from the original trilogy. This is like a black sheep of the game as far as episodes go. Because I think in the next game they introduced that the little pendant thing that you have to unlock people's trust, or you gotta break these mental locks or something like that. There's a gameplay mechanic that's not present in this game at all. Anyway, it gets more complicated. But I'm going to stop here for the night. We're going to save state. Boop. And we'll pick up here tomorrow, hopefully. I'm not going to make a promise because I'm kind of a shit whenever it comes to that. I don't never know if my fucking neck is going to act up again. It kind of hurt tonight, but it's mostly okay. It didn't distract me that much. So hopefully I can stream tomorrow night. I won't be able to stay up super late, so I might do another early stream just to avoid doing that. I was thinking about doing another, like, starting up this next episode, but this is honestly a good stopping point for the night. Thank you for coming, people on Twitch and YouTube. I'll have this up as soon as I can. Last time I tried to upload from YouTube's end, I think the stream was 2 hours and 2 minutes long, and it uploaded a video file that was exactly 2 hours long. So it cut off 2 minutes, and I think it cut it off from the first, like the beginning, because it started at a weird spot. So I don't know if there's like a 2 hour upload limit for streams or something like that. So if that happens again, I'll just upload the VOD from Twitch. It's going to take like a little longer, but yeah, I'll have this up as soon as I can. Thanks for stopping by, though. I'll start this next episode when I can. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye. Hashtag Twitch Squad still better. YouTube Squad's been silent this whole time. Anyway, bye.